The lack of clarity, which is being signalled by the Prime Minister's pulling away from net zero, is causing chaos in the car industry. Lisa Brankin, who's the chair of Ford UK, says that the plans not to sell any more diesel and petrol cars after 2030 was, quote, a vital catalyst to accelerate Ford into a cleaner future. And this has involved a £430 million investment in the UK electrification development and manufacturing facilities. Our business needs three things from the UK government: ambition, commitment, and consistency. And a relaxation of 2030 would undermine all three. Now, Suella Braverman, of course, can't keep her mouth shut. She talks about environmental goals not being straitjackets that would ruin people's personal budgets. We're not going to save the planet by bankrupting the British people. We want a sustainable, mature, pragmatic way, she says. The costs of achieving these arbitrary targets has to be taken into account. We don't want to set targets that are totally unrealistic and punitive. Well, they've already been set. She promises more realism and a proportionate state approach to achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2050. And she says that for too many years, politicians in governments of all stripes have not been honest about costs and trade-offs. And that, effectively she's taking a swipe at Boris Johnson. And she applauds Sunak. That's her job. It's called cabinet responsibility, and her job is to applaud Sunak for taking difficult decisions in the national interest, in the interests of economic growth, and in the interests of household budgets. I think mostly it's in the interests of an election victory at the general election, and I think she's not entirely being honest about all this. So the whole problem with this, as ever, is Suella Braverman should have kept her mouth shut. She's now caused chaos, and it's being voiced. It's being voiced. Why should it not be? Chaos.